Check, check, check. Let me know if you guys can hear me really quick. We're going to give people a moment to get in the room. Hello, 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 hello. It's a wonderful day. The show will be starting soon. Hello, 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 hello there. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Scorpio Scriptures live stream. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to join the room. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Master J. Hello, Lynette. Great to see you again. Empress Goddess, Spiritual G. Oh my God, I finally caught a live. Actually, it's our second live. So, welcome here. Welcome here. This is our second time doing a live stream. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to get in the room. And I'm going to start doing my thing. Hello from Australia. Hello, Alja. Give yourself a shout out where you're from. Today we're coming from Washington. Usually we're from Asia. But we're doing a little world tour. Scorpio Scriptures world tour right now. Scorpio, North Node, and Uranus. Hello, hello, hello. So how this works is when I do a live stream, I like to give it a few minutes for people to come on in. Let me know where you guys are from, and then I'm going to start doing my teaching, the video of the day. And then at the end, I'll take your guys' questions. You can ask questions while I am speaking, and we'll have someone shout them out, and I'll answer them for you. We have another staff member right here with us. So let's give it a few minutes. Let's do 2 more minutes. Yeah, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You guys want to comment any questions, shout out where you're from, and we'll get started soon. So thank you very much for being here. Today's topic, we're going to be going over Scorpio, help with healing in your certain placements. And of course, we'll answer any questions that you have while we're at it. Oh, I'm talking German, not from Australia. Austria. Oh, Austria. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. Let's give everybody a couple minutes to warm up. You see that snow behind me? There's actually snow in the lake or in the little pond there. It is kind of cold. It's just a little bit cold right now. I love your channel because I have one scorpion in my life with broken heart. Well, you gotta send them through here. You gotta send them through here. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna start in 1 minute. So everybody, thank you very much for being here. We'll be getting ready. Just give it about 1 more minute. Just 1 minute. What's the time at right now? It's like 3 minutes something. 4 minutes. Let's start at 5 minutes. Hello, everybody. Am I in the middle yet? A little more. All right. 30 seconds. We're going to start. I have some questions here. And of course, there's some questions that you guys want to ask while we're doing this. That is A-okay. So, hello. This is Master J live in the flesh. Are you ready? All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to another episode of the Scorpio Scriptures podcast. I'm your host, Master J. This is where we talk about astrology, all things Scorpio related, and the expansion of consciousness. So today we're doing our second live stream, which the first one we did yesterday. Yesterday's topic was on twin flame and dealing with that whole dynamic along with spiritual teaching and Scorpio placements. Today, we are going to be doing the topic of Scorpio having healing techniques and tips that you can use to help heal yourself, and of course, answer any questions that you have along the way. That's the advantage of the live stream. I love connecting with you guys one on one. You can talk to me right here while we're here. And if you want a topic for a live stream, check out our members only section. Check us out on Patreon, where you can DM me and we'll be making videos for you. So today's topic, we have a topic, breaking the cycle of control with Scorpios and healing the core wounds. So here's the topic here. Hey Jay, Scorpio sign is often associated with control and intensity. Can you go over the darker side of this energy, how it can harm you, and how you can break free from these patterns? Because I want to be able to live a more balanced and compassionate life, although I have some issues with control from my past. So let's get into this real quick. Ultimately, if you have a Scorpio placement in your chart, you, in that area, whatever it is in, the sun, the moon, the north node, Mercury, Scorpios often have many issues hovering around emotional intensity, control, and many sexual traumas come along the way, which is very unfortunate, but it is something that the energy of the placement embodies overall. So you yourself, as a Scorpio, or as a Scorpio placement, you are the symbol of transformation in other people's lives and your own. You can't stop the energy. You can't stop the energy from flowing. And it's something you have to live with because it's what you incarnated as. It's who you chose to be. So you can't ignore it. Now, what are some common issues that will come from this, and how can we begin healing these placements? Well, first thing you want to look at is the resistance to change. Oftentimes, people with displacements will have a very, very strict mind, a very stubborn mind, and they have many, many, many resistant tendencies to change, very stubborn. This can breed what we call a counter persona, or some people like to call it avoidant, right? People in this new spiritual community, they call it attachment style avoidant. Other people, we can call it a counter persona of the psychopath, which is ultimately just very, very, very controlling and avoidant of facing the world with their emotions. You may have this. You may know someone who has this. You may be a Scorpio who ghosts people. You may have been ghosted by a Scorpio, not understanding what's the issue here. Issue here underlying is almost every placement with a Scorpio, they will have some childhood trauma that resolves around a core wound in the character. We go a little deeper. We can talk about a bad relationship with a mother, a bad relationship with a father, or a bad relationship with sex or intimacy at a young age. If you have been through this, my condolences go out to you, because it's extremely tough to deal with, and it is extremely tough to heal this part of your character. So before we get a little deeper, I fully empathize with you and I fully sympathize with you. How's the chat looking right now? They agree? You guys know what I'm saying? So I know it's a nice day in the park right now, but this is a very heavy topic, and I fully understand. I'm a spiritual healer. I work with many people. I work with these issues a lot, and it's some very, very heavy stuff. So before we get a little deeper, I just want to take a moment, set the ground a little, ease into the topic, because I understand it's very difficult. It's not easy, and Scorpio really is, right? Especially the Scorpio scriptures. It really is digging deep and going into those topics that people don't like to talk about. That is the essence of the Scorpio sign. I myself, I have a Scorpio Pluto placement. I kind of have no problem just looking into those things and seeing how it affects people. Because, Scorpio overall, we're all just kind of snooping around, analyzing things, understanding things in the shadow, in the void, what I call it. And this type of thing has happened to myself as well. Growing up, relationships with people, and yeah, man, you don't deal with it. It is some messed up shit. You really got to learn how to deal with relationships, things that happen in your family, bad experiences with intimacy, core wounds with those taboo topics that people don't like to talk about, whether it's drugs, whether it's being addicted to things, whether it is abuse, control, all sorts of things. So, Scorpio placements, unfortunately, we go through that shit. We go through that shit. You incarnated here. We incarnated here. I incarnated here. We all want that shit. So, just take a moment to set the mood. And I'm going to take a moment as well, because I did not expect to start talking about this so deeply. But that's what happens when we come together and we create a mastermind. We start combining our energies. How are we looking in the chat? We got any questions before we continue? Yes. This will be there. Yes. Wait, can you say that question one more time? Can some of these be reported and maybe put on the perks? I'd love to review these later, especially with my trauma and his. Yes. So these will be up, yeah. And we're gonna split them up into smaller videos that you can watch. Yeah, but they will all be over there. They will all be over there. Anything else? Cool. Woo! How did I get myself into this one? This is something. All right, man. Well, let's get into it. A lot of the issues that Scorpio placements will have is it will come from avoiding certain things, and it will come from controlling certain things, because these deep, dark things have gone in the life of a Scorpio. Whether you have had bad sexual experiences, whether you have had a mother or a father who wasn't in your life, or just someone in a relationship who did some things that they shouldn't have done, that leaves a core wound that is very, very deep, especially on Scorpio placement, where they're very fixed and they're very resistant to change. So you have, on one aspect, you have the sign, the placement that is all about control and emotionally intense and doesn't want to change. And then you have on the other side, this sign attracts a lot of trauma to it. So what happens when you combine someone who attracts a lot of trauma to them, because they are the energy of sex and transformation, and then you have someone who doesn't want to change, ultimately you have a very, very stubborn personality that wants to control things and avoid certain things, because that is how the trauma plays out. That is exactly how it plays out. It's a, man, hey, my heart goes out to all of you, because I totally understand what it's like. It is a intense, what the word would be, conundrum, an intense paradox. As a result of your trauma, you want to resist certain things, being vulnerable, opening yourself up, forgiving, having patience, going deep into the wound. And that is where Scorpios infamously come in, starting to ghost people, starting to control people, having a power complex because of that. So how do you fix that? Does anybody else have this? Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? Yeah, I'm on point. All right. Yeah, man, it's a heavy topic. Some of these things you just gotta say. Some of these things you just gotta say, and you just gotta get it over with. That's part of life. Because on the other side of healing, you know what? What's on the other side of healing? It's a much brighter existence. So how do we deal with this shit? First thing, whatever happened to you, you really gotta be able to look at it. And I know that sounds very simple, but sometimes it's not. Because sometimes some messed up things happen to you. And you know what? It was not your fault at all. If you're a child, or you didn't know better, or if you were very young, these wounds that come on your heart and these wounds that come in your energy field, it's not your fault. It's totally not your fault, especially if you were very young and very unconscious at the time. But these things that happen to you, they can cause a split in your energy field, and something that you constantly want to avoid. As with all things Scorpio, sometimes you got to peel the lid back, peel the layers of the onion back, and just visit it, and just visit the issue. How to identify these things that you need to heal is you want to look at what I call triggers in your own personality, in your own conscious. Einstein said you can't solve a problem at the level of consciousness that it was created. You got to rise higher. How do you rise higher in your own current consciousness? You have to be able to observe what's going on. When there is a person that pisses you off, when there are things that make you act in a certain way, when there are emotions that come up for no reason, when somebody tries to get you to speak about your feelings or emotions, or there's a time to be vulnerable and you can't do that, you really have to look in the mirror and start to reflect on yourself. A lot of times when you have these wounds, you get in a space of wanting to run away from it. You can't run away from yourself forever. You can't run away from the energy that is inside you forever. And those are some things you got to look at, man. Because you're not going to be able to exist on your highest timeline without letting go of the past. And the past, at this point, may even be unconscious in yourself. Sometimes you got to look at that. Sometimes you got to look at that. You got to do some clearing. You got to do some clearing. So, if you guys have any questions right now, you can go and shoot them before I go a little deeper. I'll talk about ways you can clear this up, ways you can deal with this. Yes, but there's layers and layers and layers and layers. As with all things Scorpio, we're gonna go super super deep. So, how are we looking? Anything we got here?
Elena asks, "What if we are both war?"
You gotta talk louder. I can't hear you.
Delana asks, "What if we are both war? Or at war?"
What if we are both at war?
Mars, Aries, Stellium versus Scorpio.
Mars, Aries, Stellium versus Scorpio, Stellium. What if you're both at war? Well, at one point, the war's got to stop, or you guys are gonna destroy each other. What's the conflict? You gotta find what's the conflict, and how do I resolute this conflict? As in, if we're constantly clashing, do we just want to keep clashing forever? Or can you eventually lay down your sword and actually talk about things? If you're constantly in a heated debate with someone and you love them, right? Because love tends to bring out the worst of us and the best of us. You really got to look at, do I want to do this forever? Do we want to do this forever? Do we want to trigger each other forever? Do we want to argue forever? And at what point do you want to say, look, man, girl, we just got to stop this shit? Because that's exactly what about these certain things. You have to have conversations on a higher plane. And one of those ways is stopping, breaking the cycle. You got to break that cycle of constant toxicity. Sometimes, if you're in a relationship and you constantly clash, sometimes you just need to step away. Look, I don't want to do this anymore. We're constantly triggering each other, constantly arguing. Can we try to talk about this like human beings without our emotions and triggers getting involved? If not, maybe we should work on ourselves. Maybe I want to work on myself before this. Because it is very, very easy to get in a cycle and a pattern with somebody. And if you want to break that pattern, you have to break it within yourself. You got to break it within yourself, then you can break it with the other person, then you can break it within the relationship. But you don't want to keep playing these things over and over because the human emotion, the human pattern, the human cycle is very, very, very strong. When you're at war with someone, those emotions are all consuming. And if you cannot rise above that, you're going to stay at that level. Sometimes you got to detach yourself, or sometimes you really got to talk to the person and make an effort. Say, look, man, look, girl, let's not keep doing this all the time, because you got life to live. Fucking move forward and enjoy your life. Have healthy relationships with people. You don't want to stay in a cycle because it's not enjoyable if you're in a trauma cycle or whatever, arguing with someone over and over and over at war with someone. It's not enjoyable at all. And it's also very, very bad for your health and your mental state. Toxic relationships or relationships where you argue a lot with people and you're constantly at war with someone, it does nothing for your mental health and your mental state. If you can put an effort to rise above that to a higher level of consciousness, you'll find that your life is so much better. Sometimes the solution is to walk away. Sometimes the solution is to present, hey, I don't like this. We need to do something better. I love you. I want to do something better. Those are things, the tough conversations in relationships that you have to have, because your mental health is not worth it. Trust me. I know this for a fact. Especially when you're an empath, when you're a healer, you want to make things work. You want to give yourself to someone. Sometimes it's not the right person. Sometimes it's not the right time. That is how it is. That is how it is right there. Any other comments, questions while we're here?
Brian and Lucky Crawford. Advice for a partner who is supporting Scorpio transitioning and healing past trauma.
Was that one question or two questions? Is that one person or two persons?
That's just the name.
Oh, okay. You said a question. I gotta read it.
Advice for a partner who is supporting Scorpio transitioning and healing past trauma.
Advice for a partner who is supporting a Scorpio that's transitioning, healing past trauma. That's a good question. All right, I got your question, Brian. I'm right here. I'm listening. There's no noise outside. Birds and seagulls chirping and all that. Advice. If someone is healing from their trauma, it's usually some, like mind-consuming, painful, emotional, sensitive stuff. So I would say the best thing to do at that time is to just let them know, hey, I know what you're going through. If you need some help or you need someone to talk to, come on and talk to me. You don't want to force anything because this person is in a sensitive state. The best way I would give advice to someone who's healing is to let them know, I got your back. People are letting go of trauma. They're in a state, of reliving those moments, which makes them very, very, very emotionally sensitive. They can be reliving a moment and replaying an emotion and accidentally take that out on you. So you want to be very cautious of that. Be aware that the person is reliving a moment of trauma and letting go of a certain thing and playing certain emotions again. And that may cause their behavior to be a bit wonky, to be a bit sporadic. Tears, random tears. The strongest people, the kindest people, the most emotionally developed people, when they're healing their trauma, you will see a different side, a different version of them, because it's just processing emotions that have been suppressed for so long. That is ultimately what trauma is. That's really what trauma is. It's just things that have not been suppressed in a healthy, expressed and digested in a healthy way. When energy moves into the body and a traumatic event happens, some people shut down, some people suppress it, some people develop certain coping mechanisms. To heal that, you just got to pull it out like a splinter. So, best thing you can do is just understand what's going on. Let them know. No pressure. If you need me, I'm here. If you need some help, let me know. But you want to guide, just sort of act as a guide and a non-resistant figure towards this person's healing. You never force someone to heal. or you never want to help make them feel overbearing in that moment because they're just going through it. The healing and letting go, that's something only they can do. So you can't really do much for them other than to let them know that you understand and be a guiding figure along the way. Kind of like when your friend's really drunk. He's like, yeah, he's super drunk. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Because these are some very sensitive topics. I don't understand. I don't understand, really, why none of this shit is ever talked about in the real world. I don't, or not, excuse me, not real world, in the Matrix world. A lot of these things, a lot of these issues that we face, just this is all for entertainment purposes only. None of this is medical advice. I am an entertainer. I am a entertainer on YouTube making a podcast. I am not speaking medical facts here. So this is all for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. I used to work in the medical field, but I am not a doctor. So I cannot give you medical advice. Now that that's out the way, disclaimers out the way. A lot of the shit and a lot of the issues people go through, if they were just able to process it in a healthy way or to get some spiritual guidance, many of the problems that we have would not exist in the modern world. Say it like that. All the healing people, all my healers, all my spiritually astute people totally understand what I'm saying. Do they understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Many of the issues and, like lack of focus, medication, and like prescription things, many of those things would not be needed had much of the world understand what the hell we are talking about right here. A lot of issues that go on in the modern world can really be solved with a little bit of deeper understanding and not putting chemicals and stuff in your body. I know that for a fact. Woo! Just open another box of worms right there. There's static in the mic. How about now? Can you hear me better? Hello, hello, hello. It's better? It's better. It might have been the little fuzzy thing. You hold the fuzzy thing. Woo! All right, so I want to list some things that can help you heal. My Scorpio placements, people who have been through some trauma, all these things. Okay, let's get into it. The first and most easiest one that you can access is subliminals. Subliminals to influence your subconscious mind can work great with healing those subconscious patterns. Whether it is fear, whether it is wealth, whether it is love, whether it is avoiding certain things, doubting yourself, subliminals can help with all of that. You want to check out theta brainwave subliminals, alpha brainwave subliminals, all those things. I have some on my website. You can find them on YouTube. You can listen to them, reprogram your unconscious mind. Those will help tremendously with trauma. Subliminals, from the beginning of your birth, you have been subliminally programmed. So reprogramming yourself with audio files, listening to them at night will help tremendously. We've all been programmed subliminally. We have all been programmed. Your beliefs that you inherited from your family, your parents, your upbringing, to TV, everything has subliminally programmed you. Every single ad you see on YouTube, every single little thing, you doubting your potential, you not being able to have a healthy relationship, something is stuck in the unconscious mind, subconscious mind, before you were the age of 6, when you could think with the reasoning mind. It's always good to program yourself in the right way. Subliminals is a great way to heal. Number 2, woo! Here we go. We're getting deeper here. Number 2, shout out to all my energy healers here. I know Delana is a healer. You want to do some energy work, energy healing. Things happen in the higher realms that we do not truly see in the modern world. But as you continue on your spiritual development, as you continue your development of consciousness, you will understand this totally. Certain people, certain things in your life, certain thoughts, sometimes there are manifestations of negative energies that is around your, what they call, I believe they call it morphic field. what is around your auric body. See, you and I, all right, we're getting some real shit here. We don't usually talk about this. You and I, where are we? Where are you right now? And where am I right now? You exist as a center of the universe. Your consciousness is a very, very high level of consciousness. Where are you really right now? What you are experiencing is a reflection of the frequency that you hold. And you exist in this body. You exist in this body. I have this clothes. Everything that I'm experiencing right now, you and I are experiencing right now, are a reflection of your internal frequency that you are holding up. Where did this internal frequency come from? It comes from very, very high dimensions. Quantum physicists can't even really figure out where we are right now. But you know what? I have figured out, and you will figure this out as well. People are reflections of manifestations of your energy field. Everything is a reflection of the energy that you are holding within you. And when you were younger, maybe someone implanted some negative energy in you, and it's been stuck there. It's been manifesting over and over and over again. In the lungs, in the kidneys, in the stomach, in the whole aura. We're talking higher and higher level things that you may not even know about. Sometimes the thoughts that you think aren't even yours. Sometimes that could be implanted from someone. Sometimes that could just be a wavelength of someone that you don't like, constantly shooting energy at you. Energy healing, you work with energy workers. If you're an energy worker, you know what I'm talking about. If you never had energy healing, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Number 3, we keep on going here. Revisiting old shit, aka connecting to your higher self. As you continue on this journey, I assume everyone here that listens to me, I know you guys are very, very, very intelligent. Higher self, connecting to your intuition. The key to your healing, the key to your soul purpose, the key to you living a life fulfilled, really just comes from connecting to your higher self. What am I saying here? Higher self, do we all know what higher self is? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Higher self is the real version of you, the truest and purest version of you. Right now, we're in this little avatar thing. Higher self speaks to you through intuition, through calmness, through guidance. If I could say one thing to help you heal, if I could say one thing, not only to help you heal, but to help you just live a fulfilled life, is get in tune with yourself. Get in tune with your intuition. Get in tune with your higher self. You will find all the answers. And I say this with 100% certainty. There's no disclaimer in this thing. You will find all the answers that you need inside of you, in your intuition and from your higher self. When you can become in tune with your true self, I promise you this. I 100% promise you this. All the problems in your life will be taken care of when you can follow the guidance of your true self, not the impulses of the human being, not the impulses of your traumas, because your higher self will always guide you through love and through the way of getting rid of these blocks if they are in your life. In many ways unknown that you can never ever see, the higher self will guide you towards your highest evolution and expressing your true soul here. Those moments of suffering, those moments of chaos, those low level frequency things, they're not meant to be in your life. They're not in harmony with what you really are, which is a being of love. You have to understand this. If I can do if I could do anything for every person in the world, if I could give them the power to connect to their inner self, I would do that. And that might be just what I spend my life doing. That's all you need in life. A connection to your higher self, and to have trust and faith in your intuition. You will have every single problem in your life taken care of. I guarantee you. That's all you need. You trust in your intuition. Don't trust in other people. Trust in me and what I'm telling you that I know. Look at me. I'm telling the truth here. This is it. This is the key. That's what you need to know. You want to know how to heal? You want to know how to make money? You want to know how to get things done? You want to know how to have good relationships? Get in tune with your intuition. That's all you need. This is coming from a guy who grew up in the Matrix. No spirituality at all. Hustle. I need to work. I need to become successful. The day I tapped into my higher self, over 6 years ago, there has never been any worry anymore. Nothing. Just trust and have faith in yourself. You know yourself better than anyone. Don't listen to those people out there. You know inside where you need to go, what you want to do, but you have to be able to trust. And a lot of times we cannot trust is because we have trauma, we have these certain conditionings that are these voices in our head that are limiting beliefs that are always pulling us back. Healing subliminals help you get in touch with your true self. Get rid of those limiting beliefs. Energy healing on higher levels. If you know a great energy healer or you do some great energy work. Number 3, get in tune with your intuition. Life, really, when you understand this, life is just about living from your intuition. Life is just about your higher self. And number four, the more you do this, the more you heal, and the more you grow, the more you're going to see people fall out of your life. The more you're going to see the people that you're not really in harmony with leave your life. And you have to be okay with letting go. This is a huge process, especially if you have Scorpio placements. You have trouble letting go. We all have trouble letting go. Scorpio is the sign of control. Me. Give me all that. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. This is mine. This is mine. Don't talk to me. I do this. You're not allowed to know that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a Scorpio. Meh. I live in the void. Meh. You gotta let go. You have to be able to let go of these things. What's it saying? Let go and let God. The sign of emotional intensity, never wanting to change, wanting to grasp onto things and to be stubborn and stay a certain way. The ultimate lesson, let it go, man. How hard is that? It's actually really freaking hard. Because when everything in your DNA and in your spiritual personality wants you to fight and wants you to conquer and wants you to cling on to things, that the complete opposite is learning to surrender. If you can learn that, well, all these things lead up to that. You become a more healed, you become a more evolved, you become a more lighter version of yourself, and the energy gets to flow freely. The dynamic, warlike energy of the Scorpio, the more it gets to flow freely, the more you get to transform the world around you, the more you get to transform your world in itself, your internal world. You gotta wake up happier, you gotta sleep better, do things that you really enjoy, have better mental health. It's great, man. It's great. It's really great. It's really great. Number 4, let it go. You got to learn to let things go. And I mean all those things. It's tough. It's very tough to let those things go. It's very tough to forgive those people who you fucking hate because they talk shit about you. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know what you've been through. Yet they judge for no reason. And you just got to let that shit go. Sometimes you got to let that shit go. People that you loved, shot on your face, hurt your soul. Sometimes you just got to let them go. Because not being able to forgive them, it keeps you at the same level over and over and over and over and over. Person who cheated on you, person who might have done some inappropriate to you, the father or the mother that was ever there. Yeah. You can stay in a cycle of hate forever because they gave you this energy, or you can learn to let that shit go, evolve, and say, you know what? Fuck it. Go live my life for me. And go do what I want, and go do the mission that I want, and go build happiness from the inside where no one can ever take it away from me. Healing's a long process. What's the saying? It takes a long time to get to know who you are, and it takes a long time to also realize that nobody really is checking about you as much as you think you are. Some shit like that. All right, man. I think that's enough on that topic. If we have any questions, you can go ahead and shoot some questions while I drink some aqua. Yes. How are we looking? Should we turn the camera back here? Keep on moving around. I tend to move around and get very passionate. We wanted to sit, but it was raining. I didn't want to get a wet butt.
So I'll also ask. I want to give a gift for my Scorpio friend for Valentine's Day, but I've known him for a month. I want it to be meaningful. I want to know that he means something to me. What can I give? Scorpio friend Valentine's Day. I want to show him that I actually mean something.
Wait, what's this person's name? Wants to give her friend a Valentine's Day gift, and they're a Scorpio. Is that a question? You should give him a skull. a, a skull chocolate. Depending on Scorpio he is, you can give him a real skull. A skull made of chocolate. Something meaningful. Yeah. You know, it's got to fit the Scorpio vibe. I don't know how Scorpio your Scorpio is, but you gotta. Scorpio's kind of edgy. You gotta match their vibe, like a skull chocolate. Something sweet and dark. There you go. Something sweet and dark. Yes.
Chief J. Finn asks, I'm a Scorpio Sun rising Venus. Am I cooked?
What?
I am a Scorpio Sun rising Venus. Am I cooked?
What's his name?
J. Finn.
Chief
J. Finn.
Oh, Chief J. Finn asks, I'm a Scorpio, Sun rising Venus. Am I cooked? Yeah, if you don't figure things out, you are so cooked, bro. Dude, if you don't figure things out, here's the thing with those placements. Scorpio, can you say that again? Rising?
Scorpio, Sun, rising Venus.
Sun, rising Venus. Yeah. By default, you are going to have a shitty life with those placements. You really gotta learn. Here's the thing with a Scorpio. You're either gonna have the worst human experience possible, or you're gonna have the best human experience possible. So you are cooked absolutely either way. You have so many emotions. You have trouble with love, and you have intense everything. And the way people judge you, they probably think you're a freaking textbook Scorpio. They probably treat you like a weirdo already, or you're a little intimidating already. So your life is either going to be the scum of the earth, terrible, or fantastic medicine, because you have so much energy flowing around there. Especially when you talk to other people, you have so much energy coming out. You got to learn how to transmute it. So you are cooked. You're cooked in a good way, or you're cooked in a bad way. You can be like deliciously. Here's the thing: this guy, you're gonna be like filet mignon, delicious and nutritious, the finest meat ever cooked. Or you're going to be like burnt coal, dog doo doo cooked. You gotta pick. You can't. Hey, so I have a Scorpio. You're gonna be the best or the worst, and there's no in between. So go ahead and choose, and stick with it. I think you should be the best, though. It's much more enjoyable. It's much more enjoyable. Go back to the spirit realm. You can ask yourself, why did I choose that? But there you go. You're cooked, bro. You are so.
There's no sound again.
There's no sound? Can you hear me? Is that. How's the service looking?
Can you repeat the answer to the last question again?
Oh, the gift. The gift. Yeah. You know where to buy a cadaver at? Chocolate skull was my recommendation, or something to match the weird quirkiness. Because Scorpios, I understand, they're so mysterious. You don't even know to buy them. You don't even know if they'll like the fact that you bought them something. They will. Just put a little thought into it. Finding something strange, finding something weird. Can they hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? The mic says it's on. The mic is connected. I'm going to sue this company. All right, let's continue, though. We're going to do a little more questions, and then we're going to go eat some pizza. It's Friday, yo. It's Friday. What'd they say? It's like, somebody said I was funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead on serious here. You know what's funny? This is actually funny. I am not a character. This is just me. I think that's the best thing. Is this is just me. If we hung out in person, you would see I'm exactly the same. Which I hope to hang out with you guys in the future. This is not a character. It's not some act. I'm not exaggerating at all. I have my staff with me right here. Can you tell them the truth? Am I like this all the time?
Yes, you are.
He has worked with me for a whole year. Traveled to Asia, traveled to America. He has gotten the full experience. Is this an act?
No, it's not. It's not an act.
Am I holding a gun to your face right now?
No, you're not.
Are you telling the complete truth?
I swear. It's only swear. It's the complete truth.
Okay, see that. I had one person. They're like, man, you sound just like how you sound in the podcast. Like, no shit. Who the hell do you think was recording it? Wow, he talks like just how the podcast sounds. Oh man. Did you know that was me recording? What is some imaginary figure?
We have a question from Lynette.
Yes.
It says, what about Scorpio Sun and Moon North Node?
Scorpio Sun and Moon North Node. Is she also asking the question, am I cooked or not?
No, she's asking.
Oh, I'm not. I think that's the same question. Is she cooked or not? Is cooked like a new thing? I've never heard that slang.
Oh, she said yeah.
Yeah. I'm new to this slang. Cooked. Back in my day, people used to say swear. Did you know that? You swear, bro, swear. I swear. Now they say cooked and riz. And like the nuts. The nuts, yeah. There's a new slang every generation. It's riz and cooked and the nuts and aura. Aura's a new thing. Alright, but sorry. I'm going on a tangent here. Scorpio Sun, Moon, North Node. You're not as cooked as the other guy, but your internal world is quite cooked. You know, also had Scorpio Moon. Bruce Lee had a Scorpio Moon. That guy was on some shit. Like, he was out there, man. Yeah, so Scorpio Moon, I always like to compare them to Bruce Lee because that's how deep they are. So if you can learn to navigate those internal waters and internal intense feelings, you're not as cooked, but it is quite a battle, isn't it? It is quite a mental battle. I don't have Scorpio Moon, but I understand. I have some friends that are Scorpio Moon, and I like to look at Bruce Lee, Scorpio Moon. Yeah, they're pretty deep. They're pretty deep people. You're not cooked as much as the other guy, because oftentimes, well, what's your rising? Did you put in the rising? North Node. How is it? Every Scorpio is cooked. That's just how it is. A little less cooked than the other guy, but yeah, it's such a your emotions. Yeah, I would really recommend a lot of time to yourself and learning to master the flow of negative to positive emotions. The Scorpio Moon energy can really fixate on a certain emotion and go really, 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 really deep on that emotion. So you got to be able to break yourself out of those loops. Scorpio energy has a tendency to go deep, deeper. So if you find yourself going very deep into a negative thing, you really want to be able to break yourself out of that spell. Because our mind puts us in a trance all the time. Many times you can put yourself in your own negative emotion, especially with that placement. Continue.
The Black Sheep asks, what about Scorpio Sun, Pisces Moon, Scorpio Rising, Mercury, Scorpio?
Sorry, one more time.
What about Scorpio Sun, Pisces Moon, the Scorpio Rising, Mercury, and Scorpio in the 12th house?
Scorpio Sun, Pisces Moon, Scorpio Rising, Mercury and Scorpio, and 12th house. This is an interesting placement. I can see the energy of this person already. Yeah, their name is the Black Sheep. Of course, your name is the Black Sheep. That is a very fitting name. I can see the energy of this person from here. I'm a little psychic. Starseed. Hello, Starseeds, fellow Starseeds. We got something good coming for you, Starseeds, in the future. Yeah. No. Of course, your name is the Black Sheep. You are the Black Sheep. That is the epitome of Black Sheep. Well, how I don't even know how to say this. You are the Black Sheep of all Black Sheep. That's all I can say. Yeah. If you see this person's energy, I can see it right now. They live in the galaxy. They are in the galaxy all the time. Pisces moon. My twin flame is a Pisces moon. She is in the galaxy all the time. These people live in La La Land. Pisces moon lives in La La Land. But also, this person has Scorpio placements. So, this is a person in La La Land with extremely emotionally intense feelings. So, you are the Black Sheep of all Black Sheep. Welcome to the world of Black Sheep. All hail our new mascot, the Black Sheep, aka the Scorpio moon or Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, Black Sheep. Yeah, no, this is a very interesting person. I would say you can do so many cool things. I would really like to see you harness your energy and take it and do not be shy and go and do something big in the world, because that's what you can do with that energy. That is a superstar energy right there. That's a superstar, like, yeah. Kind of like Elon Musk. Dude's a fucking weirdo, but he is insane. Yeah, I would put this type of energy all the way up there with that. Something like that. This is the Black Sheep of all Black Sheeps. That's an incredible energy that you have incarnated with, my fellow Starseed. Well, a picture of a cat too, of course. Oh, with the cat. Yeah, take that energy and do something great with it. Don't let your doubts, your fears, insecurities, anything stop you. You have a galaxy of emotion and imagination, and I think you can really, really take that somewhere. I encourage it. I really encourage it, because I know I'm a Black Sheep too. What do you think? We're all Black Sheep, aren't we? The Scorpio scriptures can also just be called the Black Sheep Scorpios. We're all Black Sheep here. We're all a bunch of weirdos that don't fit in with the society, and we just somehow tend to enjoy life much more than other people. I don't even live in America. Of course, I'm a Black Sheep. All right. Leave that one there. Any other questions? How long we been on? 52 minutes. Golly. Time flies when you're having fun. No. Keep going. I like this. Very interactive. Who's next on the chopping block?
So here asks, how can I balance my Capricorn Sun, Moon with Scorpio, Venus, and Pluto energy?
All right. What's the person's name?
Sahir.
You say it one more time?
Sahir.
Oh, no. Go ahead. The question.
How can I balance my Capricorn Sun, Moon with Scorpio, Venus, and Pluto?
How can I balance my Capricorn Sun, Moon with Scorpio, Venus, and Pluto energy? Well, this person, you are also quite the nut job, aren't you? I finally get to connect with the Scorpio Scriptures tribe. These are all nutty people. This is an intense person, I'll tell you that. Super intense. This type of person, like, you didn't answer my phone call. Who the fuck you win with? Right. Yeah. Right. This is a person, you don't text them back. They show up under your bed at 3 a.m. Who the fuck? What the fuck's his name or her name? Did I get it? On point, aren't I? It's on point. I know this shit. I'm very good at sensing energy. Yeah, how would you balance that out? Well, you don't gotta make sure you don't go to prison. Make sure you don't go to prison dealing with this energy. But how would I balance this out is um express yourself.
No, I just leave.
Oh, she said no, I just leave. Yeah, yeah. Well, this is because you combine this, right? It's very ambitious and it's very intense at the same time. It's like I don't got time for this shit. I don't got time for this shit. I don't got time for these games. Patience is a virtue. I would just say that. Learning to be patient in a world that has become so fast. Uh, there's a saying: "Is patience is bitter, but its fruit is very sweet." Patience is very bitter in the moment, but when you get the rewards of it, it's very sweet. Ultimately, you really just got to learn to be patient with your emotions and regulate them in a healthy way. Because if we were talking about relationships or people or certain things, what's the key to having healthy relationships is just being able to understand someone else's point of view. You feel a certain way, someone else feels a certain way. You have these emotions, they have these emotions. It's all patience. Just learning to be patient and get along with people. Because ultimately, as human beings, we are animals that depend on one another. Unfortunately, I gotta talk to people and shit. It exists. It can't just live on an island unless you can do that. But yeah, just learn to be patient. What's a mark of somebody who is highly developed is their ability to tolerate others and speak with respect and not let their initial impulse override their true what's the word here? True communicative tendencies. Do I sound smart now? I'm very intense. You are right. Yes, I can feel it. I can feel it here. And another thing is just accepting that's who you are, and if you want to get along with people, they just gotta accept that. Yeah. Is there something wrong with them or is there something wrong with me? And you want to have that in a very healthy experience. Because there are times where I've been very patient with people and it was just the wrong choice. I shouldn't have been so patient. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being intense. That's how you get shit done. That's how we get superstars. Somebody's got to be intense. Can't all just be lazy. Yeah. Find your crowd. Find the people that vibe with you. Hey, it looks like you're in the right place, aren't you? Looks like you're in the right place. Anything else here? We'll take questions for a few more minutes. Then we're going to go get some pizza. It's lunchtime.
Alina asks, I'm a Virgo sun, Scorpio moon. My sun and Mercury located in the 8th house. 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. Do you think I'm a Virgo with the Scorpio traits?
I don't know how to answer that question. that's we're getting a little off topic here. But if you're a Virgo, Alina, you're very similar to a Scorpio anyways. Scorpio Virgo is very similar. Most Virgo and Scorpio is very similar. The only difference is Virgo is a little less cringy than Scorpio. Sometimes more socially acceptably beautiful.
So here for the previous question asked.
Yes.
Is it wrong to want to be alone all the time?
Is it wrong to want to be alone all the time? No, it's fine because people are stupid. People are fucking stupid. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone all the time, but I would say don't be alone to the point where it's a detriment to your mental health. Because, I understand. Some people, especially in 2025, are just hella dumb. You just know that. A majority of people that Maybe you go to work with people, and even the people that you grow up with, you might just realize, man, all these people are kind of stupid. Not in a disrespectful way. They just don't vibe with you. That's why you vibe with the Scorpio Scriptures tribe. That's why you're here. I understand. But you don't want to be alone to the point where it's a detriment on your mental health, right? Because that's when it can become a problem. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone all the time. No. Most of the times I want to be alone too. The black sheep is crying and laughing. Because he agrees. Is it a he or she? The black sheep, yes. The black sheep is his name. He is probably alone all the time anyway. No, yeah. Hey, man, I understand. A lot of people are just stupid. But you can't always just tell them they're stupid. You just look at them and go, all right. Certain people, right. No. Let's get serious for a second here. Like, you know, like Michael Jordan, right? He's a very intense guy. He probably doesn't like to talk to any people at all. But there's a reason why he's so good at basketball and so famous. It's because he's super intense, super focused. There's different breeds of people. There's different types of people, and that's just the way it is. The average person, the average American reads at a 3rd grade reading level. So when I say most people are stupid, I'm not saying that as an insult. It's the average person is stupid. The average American reads at a 3rd grade reading level. So if you're super intense and you're super focused, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone because you probably can't relate to the average person. And that's why we have people like Michael Jordan and Elon Musk and all these super high performers that do crazy things. Because they're like, you know what? Nobody understands me. Let's see what I can do. Let's see. I just want to do what I want to do. And then we have these great things turn out. So a lot of being alone is the beginning of a genius. That's why. You see these types of people, black sheep, and wanting to be alone, shooting you if you don't text me back type of person. These are the people that push humanity forward. That's really what it is. That type of personality is the one that sets a new bar for humanity. And you want to be alone because some people stupid, man. Some people stupid. I understand. How did we get to this? From talking about healing to how people are stupid. Welcome to Scorpio Scriptures Live. All right. We have any last minute questions? It is lunchtime. And it is Friday. Happy Friday to you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Because I know we got the black sheep out there. Isn't it cool? You might want to be alone all the time, but you come on the internet and you see this fucker, and you're like, man, I totally understand what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, finally, somebody who's not stupid as the other people.
Chief Jafin asks, what's your favorite pizza?
Chief Jafin asks, what's my favorite pizza? I like mod pizza. We're about to get some mod pizza. Mod pizza. My favorite pizza? Anything with a lot of meat. Chicken and like, what are we about to get? Chicken? Yeah, the J Special. I have a pizza on Mod Pizza called the J Special. I call them up. I say, can you give me the J Special? And they're like, oh my God, Jay, are you coming right now? We're going to close the restaurant down and make this just for you. Yeah, I eat chicken, yes. Master J is not a vegan. To all you fuckers who go, oh man, he's a spiritual guy. You can't eat meat. I eat meat. Mostly, not like GMO and shit meat. Yes, I eat meat. I am a spiritual teacher. I eat meat. All you people, you go vegan. It's cruel for the animals. No, it's not fucking cruel for the animals. We've been the animals forever. I am not a vegan. Onions, chicken, some barbecue sauce on top. Mod pizza. You know what's super crunchy with the mega dough? Anything left here? Okay, let's see. I'm tuning in here. Leo woman and Scorpio man. Struggle is real. I bet. I tried to date a Leo woman once. Once. Gemini woman and Scorpio man. Oh my god. That's all right. No. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. If Scorpio man's mature enough. Sue her. Sue her. Alja. She says, "You're right. I'm going to take your advice and go out." Oh, happy to hear. Happy to hear. Nee says, "Make another vlog." Have we made vlogs before? Oh, we did. Yeah. It's been a while since we made a vlog. Delana says, "All hail Black Phillip. Live deliciously, Black Sheep." Isn't Black Phillip? That's like a show or something. I've heard that name before. Where's this Black Sheep guy? Let me see what he looks like. On the Black Sheep. Yeah, he has a picture of a cat. A black cat. And he's wearing black. How symbolic. Yo, Black Sheep, man. Live a great life. That's all I want for you. Actually, that's all I want for all of you. Because I want that for myself. I mean, we live a pretty good life. Alina says, "Wish I was a Scorpio." Hey, man. We can make a deal in the next lifetime. We can trade places. Chief Jafin says, "Nice. Thumbs up." Oh, is that the guy who asked about the pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
He was the one that was cooked.
Oh, the cook. Ah, I see. All right. Yeah. Alina says, "How are Scorpio and Virgo the same?" That's a great question. I have a whole video on this. How are Scorpio and Virgo the same? Who was the Virgo in here? Was that her? Oh, yes, it was. Scorpio and Virgo are similar because they are both very, very, very beneath the surface. Oh, another thing, Virgo and Scorpio are very attractive. Let's get that out of the way. But Virgo, they are masters at having a public persona, as is a Scorpio. Well, Scorpio don't really care about their public persona. Their public persona is being a weirdo overall. But they're very, very, very they're very similar in that regard. Their way of communicating is also very similar. Just like you don't really get to know a Scorpio until you get to know a Scorpio. You don't really get to know a Virgo until you know a Virgo. And how many people actually know you, Mrs. Virgo? Very, very little. I know this. Very similar. Alja Soul says, "Can you tell me where I can find my birth chart? Because I really want to know about rising and the rest." Yeah, Google. Birth chart calculator. But you need like your name, your birthday, your where you were born, all those things. Nana says, "Hi, Master J. I love your videos. Thank you very much for your support." Alina says, "What's your moon sign?" I'm a Sagittarius moon. And a Sagittarius rising. All right. We're gonna cut it off now. So happy Friday, everybody. I appreciate all your support. This video is gonna be here, and we're gonna be doing more things in the future. More lives. Excuse me. Oh my god. I asked Uncle Google. Yeah, Uncle Google knows everything, man. Uncle Google pretty much got me through college. All right, so have a good day, everybody. Thank you very much for your support.